Hi gents, here we go again with some longer riffs. Here's another 2-measure riff. This one makes use of the tie. Practice it quite slowly at first. Well, you should be practicing everything super slowly, making sure not to play on the 2 of the second measure. So this is our riff. We'll maybe get to the next one, but I really do want to take this super slowly. So we've got, let's look at the first half. I've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We've got finger 1, finger 3, finger 1, finger 3, fret 3, fret 5, fret 3, fret 5. So we'll build that up first. Fret 3 with finger 1, then fret 5, fret 3, fret 5, fret 5. And as you can note here, they're all downstrokes. Okay, now, like I said, the down-up stroke thing, don't get too tied in with it. It can actually spoil your enjoyment of what you're doing. But it is important to develop a healthy technique, so just bear that in mind too. Right, let's have a look, straighten that up a little bit. Okay, on the second bar, do the counting again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Finger 1, finger 3. All finger 3. Finger 1, finger 3. So we've got 3, fret 3, fret 5. I'm going to do this bit first. So finger 1, finger 3, 1 and. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. So it's going to go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. See, you only get the sort of musical sounding of it with a slight elevation in tempo. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so that's the second half. So now we'll put it together. Do. So we'll do the whole thing. Boom, 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 boom. And we'll do this. Boom, 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 boom. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and crying out loud. Second bar. 1, let's do it dead slow. This still gives me trouble. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Crikey. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Oh, crying out loud. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Saying it out loud, I can almost not do it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So that's how it plays. So again, take time, especially with this bit. 1 and the counting out, it's all about doing it slowly. So when it says slowly, it means slowly. Look at the trouble I've had. Now, I must admit, I'm looking at the camera, I'm trying to play the guitar and explain. So no excuses at all, but it is challenging. So let's do this bar one more time, dead slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1, oh, crying out loud, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and crying out loud, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay. Right, okay, let's play that. So clearly it's very, very important to take your time on these, on this timing stuff here, because as you're thinking it through, build it up a note at a time, a beat at a time, really take your time, okay? Because it is challenging and it does get harder, because quite soon you'll have things like palm muting and then trills and vibrato. Okay, I'll see you in a minute for the how to play it bit. Okay. And we're back for the playing. Right, so let me get my ugly mug out of the way. There's the guitar. And we're at the 3rd fret. Let's tie that off. Right, okay, so it's all down strokes. That's the very first riff we do. 3, fret 3, fret 5. Let's just look at this end. Fret 3, fret 5, fret 3, fret 5, and then fingerings 1, 3, 1, 3, and then down strokes. Personally, naturally, I would do, but that's the way it is. Sorry about the light flickering. I'll try and change angle. I've brought my plants in. Right, okie dokie. So here we go. Got a 2 measure riff again to play. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So what? Let me get it in my fingers. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so we've got. Let's play the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay, so that's the second half. 3 5 5 3 5 3 5 5 3 5 and on the fingers it's 1 3 3 1 3. Okie dokie, all the thing together. Okay, now that'll play through the pattern in the key of G. You could, and at this stage, I'd start to suggest that you, once you got it in your fingers, you don't need to keep reading the tab, obviously, because this is a performance art. So, well, that lights must be doing you in at this stage. So, you could practice the riff higher up the neck. Just choose somewhere, like, so for example, I could play an A. Further up the neck. As long as the relative positions of the fingers are maintained, then obviously up at the D, when you get to the turnaround, so. Now I split the riff in two there, playing about with it. Now no doubt on the tab they use in the book, it may be different. So let's go through it again. Yeah, let's do the from this. I'll do the whole thing again, and I'll change it about again. Now that time I just used the first measure, the first bar of the 2-bar sequence. Or now I could have gone use that all the time, or I could have varied it up. I could have chopped it in half. And just variously fiddled about with it. Now you'll find later on, looking at it, that these riffs can be repeated anywhere. So hang on a minute. And so on. So that's what you'll find. Riffs can be found all over the neck. And if you have that's not part of the lesson, but it's worth knowing, because you, at this stage, you'll be getting, well, hang on a minute, when are we going to do the sailing up the neck bit? So have a fiddle with it. It's a free form, is this? So have a fiddle with it. Right. Look after yourself, stay safe, and get your sunshine, and stay home. Look after yourselves, folks. I'll see you later. Bye.